Deep in the lush, verdant jungles of Central America, an ancient and enigmatic civilization thrived for centuries, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and mystify us today. The Maya, renowned for their intricate cities, advanced astronomical knowledge, and complex belief system, held a dark and chilling secret. They practiced human sacrifice, a ritual that was both revered and feared. Imagine, if you can, being chosen as an offering to appease the gods, a fate that was both an honor and a terror. But how did the Maya choose these unfortunate souls? What criteria did they use to determine who would be sacrificed? Who were deemed worthy of such a fate? Was it the captured warriors, the slaves, or perhaps even the nobility themselves? The answer lies in understanding the profound role of sacrifice in Maya culture. It was not merely a random act of cruelty, but a carefully orchestrated ritual, deeply woven into the very fabric of their existence and belief system. Sacrifice was seen as a necessary act to maintain cosmic order and appease the gods, ensuring the continued prosperity and survival of their society. It was believed that the gods required nourishment in the form of human blood and hearts to sustain the universe. The selection process was meticulous and deliberate. Often the victims were chosen from among the captives of war, as they were considered worthy offerings due to their bravery and strength. However, in times of great need or during significant ceremonies, even members of the nobility could be selected. The chosen ones were treated with a mix of reverence and dread. They were often given a period of time to live in luxury, adorned with fine clothes and jewelry before their ultimate fate. As the day of the sacrifice approached, elaborate rituals and ceremonies were conducted. The priests, dressed in ornate ceremonial attire, would perform sacred rites to prepare both the victim and the community for the event. The act of sacrifice itself was a solemn and significant event, witnessed by the entire community. It was believed that through this act, the gods would be appeased, and the balance of the universe would be maintained. Let us delve deeper into this fascinating yet chilling aspect of Maya civilization and unveil the criteria behind their selection of sacrificial victims, shedding light on the complex interplay of religion, power, and survival in this ancient world. To the Maya, the universe was a delicate balance, a constant dance between life and death, light and darkness. The gods, powerful and capricious, demanded respect and appeasement. Failure to do so meant disaster, droughts, floods, famine, or defeat in war. Sacrifice was the lifeblood that sustained this cosmic order. It was the ultimate act of devotion, a way to nourish the gods and ensure the world's continued survival. But not just any offering would do. The Maya believed that the more precious the sacrifice, the greater its power to please the divine. The Maya believed that the gods had given their own blood to create humanity. This act of divine sacrifice was seen as the ultimate gift, a sacred bond between the gods and humans. To repay this debt and maintain the cosmic balance, humans had to offer sacrifices in return. These rituals were not merely acts of devotion, but essential practices to ensure the stability of the universe. Blood, considered the essence of life, held particular significance. It was believed that the life force within blood could nourish the gods, who in turn would sustain the world and its people. It was believed to nourish and appease the gods, ensuring the continuation of the universe. The act of offering blood was seen as a way to communicate directly with the divine, a bridge between the mortal and the immortal. These sacrifices weren't limited to humans. The Maya believed that all living beings and even inanimate objects could be imbued with spiritual significance. The Maya also offered animals, which were seen as valuable gifts to the gods. Each animal sacrifice was performed with great reverence and care, ensuring that the offering was worthy of divine acceptance. Food, precious objects, and other valuable items were also offered. These offerings were believed to please the gods and bring prosperity and protection to the community, and even their own blood through ritualistic bloodletting. This practice was a deeply personal act of devotion, where individuals would draw their own blood to offer to the gods, symbolizing their willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. However, human sacrifice held a special place in their belief system. It was considered the most potent offering, believed to have the power to directly influence the gods and the cosmos, representing the ultimate act of devotion and the most potent offering to the gods. The chosen individuals for these sacrifices were often seen as honored, their deaths believed to bring immense benefits to the community and ensure the favor of the gods. Several factors influenced who the Maya chose for sacrifice. Captives of war, particularly high-ranking warriors, were highly prized. Their capture demonstrated the strength and prowess of the victorious city and provided a powerful offering to the gods. Volunteers also played a role, willingly offering themselves for the good of the community. These individuals believed they were embarking on a sacred journey to the afterlife and were often honored for their sacrifice. Finally, in some cases, special individuals like children might be selected. Their innocence and purity were believed to hold a particular power to appease the gods. Warfare played a crucial role in Maya society, and capturing enemies was as important as conquering territory. These captives, particularly high-ranking warriors and nobles, were not merely prisoners of war but valuable offerings to the gods. Their capture demonstrated the might of the victorious city and its ruler. Their sacrifice was believed to appease the gods, ensure continued military success, and maintain the cosmic balance. The capture and sacrifice of important figures were often depicted in Mayan art, showcasing the significance of these events in their society. What's something people don't know about Maya sacrifices? Not all sacrifices were involuntary. Some Maya willingly offered themselves as tributes to the gods. This act of self-sacrifice was considered the highest form of devotion, a selfless act for the good of the community. These volunteers believed they were embarking on a sacred journey, becoming messengers to the gods. They were often honored in their communities and remembered for their bravery and piety. Their willingness to sacrifice themselves for the greater good spoke volumes about the strength of their beliefs and the importance of sacrifice in Maya culture. I bet you didn't know the significance of youth in Mayan sacrifices. In some instances, children were selected for sacrifice. Their innocence and purity were seen as particularly powerful in appeasing the gods. While this practice might seem horrifying today, it's essential to understand it within the context of Maya beliefs. The Maya believed that children, being closer to the divine, possessed a special life force that could appease the gods. Their sacrifice, though tragic, was seen as a necessary act to maintain the cosmic balance and ensure the well-being of the community. I bet you didn't know how the Maya used the stars to guide their sacrifices. The Maya were keen astronomers, and their understanding of the celestial bodies played a crucial role in many aspects of their lives, including sacrifice. Priests, considered intermediaries between the gods and humans, consulted the stars for guidance. They looked for auspicious dates and times for rituals, believing that certain celestial alignments held particular power. Divination, often using obsidian mirrors or animal bones, was another method used to communicate with the gods and determine suitable victims for sacrifice. I will never look at ancient rituals the same way after learning this. Once chosen, the victims weren't immediately sacrificed. They often underwent a period of purification and preparation. This could involve fasting, bathing, and participating in rituals designed to cleanse their bodies and spirits. They were often painted blue, a color associated with sacrifice and adorned with special garments. The purpose of these preparations was to ensure the victim was presented to the gods in the best possible state, maximizing the potency of the sacrifice. What's something people don't know about Maya sacrifices? The selection of sacrificial victims in Maya culture was a complex process, intertwined with their religious beliefs, social structure, and understanding of the cosmos. It wasn't a random or haphazard decision. It involved careful consideration and adherence to specific criteria. The chosen individuals were often captives of war, slaves, or even volunteers who believed in the honor and spiritual significance of the act. It was a solemn act, not taken lightly, and reflected their deep reverence for the gods and their unwavering belief in the necessity of sacrifice to maintain the delicate balance of the universe. The rituals were elaborate, often involving days of preparation, fasting, and prayer. The priests, who held significant power and influence, played a crucial role in these ceremonies, acting as intermediaries between the mortal world and the divine. While the practice might seem brutal and incomprehensible today, understanding the cultural and religious context is crucial to comprehending this integral aspect of Maya civilization. The Maya believed that the gods had created the world and humanity through their own sacrifices, and thus human sacrifice was seen as a way to repay this divine debt. It was a means to ensure the continued favor of the gods, the fertility of the land, and the overall prosperity of their society. Their beliefs, though vastly different from our own, offer a glimpse into a complex and fascinating ancient world.